Hi everyone, I just finished doing my IMM video, but I have to share my experience shopping at Barnes & Noble. Okay, so I was supposed to walk out with 7 books, which, you know, isn't that hard to do for someone who loves reading. But when you only hold the second and third book in the series, if there's a series out there, and you have 5 copies of each of those books and you don't have the first book in that series, that's kind of going to put me off a little bit, because what if I want to read the first book in the series and I haven't seen those yet? Also, I am really upset because I wasn't able to get Across the Universe by Beth Revis because all the covers were torn, and on the spine, it had black markings on it, and I rubbed it with my thumb and it wouldn't come off, even though I wouldn't buy it if the thing was torn, because I'm really excited about that book and I know I'm going to like it. So I didn't get to get that one. So, Barnes & Noble, thank you for having ripped and damaged covers of lovely authors' books on your thing. And I know that's probably not your fault, but you shouldn't sell them if they're completely ripped. Also, not holding the first book in the series and having multiple copies of the second and third is just a stupid idea. You have readers out there who don't want them. Also, not holding critical books, like half of Sarah Dessen's book collection or Susan Colasanti, is kind of like a sin, because there's some of the top contemporary YA authors out there, and you should have them there. Also, for the top books of the year, you did not put Anne and the French Kiss by Anne Perkins, Anne Perkins, out on that shelf. Shame! Oh, I'm just mad. And then, when you don't have anything stocked well, like you never do, just kind of makes someone like me mad. I could have bought in a lot more books. Also, your customer service sucks. Completely, utterly sucks. If I'm gonna come up and ask you about a book politely, just asking you, do you have The Sky Is Everywhere? And you're like, I don't know. You'll have to come back and see later. Why don't you check the shelf? Well, I've been walking around this little section for a while. Also, this brings me to my probably 15th point. The shelving at Barnes & Noble. Okay, you do not hold enough teen books. There is not enough variety there. Also, having an entire section labeled Paranormal Teen Romance is ridiculous. You have Paranormal Teen Romance strewn about your whole shelves, and just targeting those books to that section is also awful. I know you're trying to get more people to know where those books are, and that's why you put them on that shelf, but when you have them there, it's just like a lot of people are turned off by knowing that they're with a romance name in it. I know when my parents see romance in the title of the section I'm looking at, they're like, what are you reading? And I'm like, nothing bad. But, like, it turns people off, and you're turning them off to those books, and it throws off the whole alphabetical system on your shelf, so I can't find anything. For example, you have half of Julie Kagawa's books in one section, and half of hers in the teen paranormal romance section. Oh, I'm so mad. Also, you weren't holding Nightshade, which made me mad. You also weren't holding the parody on Twilight. That made me mad. Also, you had a whole shelf devoted to Twilight. I know that, like, Twilight's big right now, but people who want to read those books probably already have bought them, and you don't need that many copies out there. So please, diverse your section a little bit. I'm mad. And the only reason I keep shopping at your store is because it's the closest one within a half hour. I'm going to have to go all the way to Grand Rapids to get a different book, to a bookstore in my area. I don't even have an independent bookstore, Barnes & Noble, so you should be lucky. I'm going to have to make 45-minute trips into stores to get books I want. Now, book shopping can be fun online, but there's nothing like walking into a store full of books and coming out with that one book that you want, that you've been looking forward to, and having it in your hands and you're ready to read. That's just something that I look forward to doing, and if it's not there, then what's the point of shopping? I mean, I get a lot of books online, and I like Amazon and the Book Depository and sites like that, but it's just not the same as walking into a store. That's my rant on Barnes & Noble, and I want to know what you guys have, if you guys have any problems with them. So, put them in the comments box or leave some videos about it too. And if you like Barnes & Nobles, just tell me what you like about it. I don't care if you have mixed opinions. Just my shopping woes. So, I will see you guys later.